Hi everyone, and welcome to your evening meditation. Tonight we're going to be meditating on workbook lesson 243 from A Course in Miracles, and the preliminary section to this series of 10 workbook lessons that it's part of on what is the world. So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so, putting your phone on mute or silent. Sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture. So sitting on a chair, sit with your feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap, keep your back straight. Close your eyes. And start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So filling up the lower stomach, inflating it like a balloon. Squeeze your sphincter muscle. It's the muscle you use to contract the flow of urine or squeeze the last drops out. And just put one hand in your heart center. Just feel like this life energy is being drawn up the spine with your breath. You're locking it in with the yogic lock, it's called. Squeezing the sphincter muscle. It's called Mula Bandha in yoga. And just draw this nice, warm, comforting, tingling sensation up the spine with the breath into your heart center and running it up through the upper back into your neck and all the way into the crown of your head. Take another sip of air in at the top, so it's a maximal inhale breath. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And just check in with your mind. So just noticing any thoughts and emotions going on in your mind, particularly any judgmental thoughts. Today's lesson is all about non-judgment. Judgments come in many forms. You can judge other people in the sense of judging them as less than worthy. There's a condemnatory aspect to that. Judging situations, events as terrible, awful, fearful, etc. These are really just opinions of the mind. They have no bearing on the truth. The truth is beyond all illusions. So just notice all these judgments, notice how they make you feel emotionally and physically. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach, a block in your chest, a clenching of your jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms. The extreme nausea, panic attacks can come just from your thoughts. Just breathe in again to top yourself up with air and just observe. Be aware of these thoughts and emotions, how they feel emotionally and physically. So only once you're aware of them can you choose to let them go, which is what we're going to do now. With the help of your breath and today's idea. Just say, today I will judge nothing that occurs. And exhale. Just as you exhale, imagine blowing these thoughts, these emotions, these feelings away like dark clouds. They have no power to obscure your true awareness, which is the eternal sky, or your source, which is the sun in this analogy. So just blow all the darkness away, fully exhale, pull the lower stomach into the spine so you're completely empty. Just rest here for a few moments in the peace, stillness between breaths. It's a little portal to eternity, and then you just breathe in, filling up the stomach, blowing that up like a light-filled balloon. Imagine you breathing not just air but light into your stomach, into your heart center. Squeeze the sphincter muscle to lock the energy in and simultaneously pump the energy up the spine. Draw it up the spine with your breath into your heart center. Keep one hand on your heart. Really connect in with your heart space, your heart energy, bringing your mind completely into the present moment through that. Another sip of air. Draw this column of golden or white light all the way up the spine into the crown of your head. Another sip of air at the top, so completely filled up with air, with light, some light that is not of this world. Smile. Feel the light in your mind just awakening you. From this dream of judgment and fear and anger, hatred and attack. All comes from judgment. It's a very key lesson, today's lesson. Today I will judge nothing that occurs. I will be honest with myself today. This requires a great deal of self-honesty. So I will not think that I already know what must remain beyond my present grasp. I will not think I understand the whole from bits of my perception, which are all that I can see. Today I recognize that this is so. And so I'm relieved of judgments that I cannot make. And just exhale, and have a sense of that relief as you release these judgments, thoughts, emotions they engender. That's all they are. Self-created, self-fulfilling. The more you judge, the more you will have things to judge. It's an addiction. We're addicted to judging, to thinking, to our own opinions. Blow it all out. Like dark smoke leaving your mouth. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. So thus do I free myself in what I look upon, to be in peace as God or love created me. And just sink into the peace. Smile. What non-judgment leads to is an experience of peace. And inner peace only comes when you're not judging. Judgments and peace are antithetical, opposites. So breathing in again, nice deep breath in. Imagine you breathing this beautiful golden or white light into every pore of your body, every cell, every muscle. Just breathing it in to your stomach, blowing that up like a light-filled balloon into your heart center. Squeeze the sphincter muscle, lock the energy in at the base of the spine, pump it up all the way into the crown of your head. Feel this warm column of light energy flowing up the spine. Take another sip of air at the top and say, Father, Source, you're addressing your most innermost self, your beingness. Today I leave creation free to be itself. I honor all its parts in which I'm included. We are one because each part contains your memory. And truth must shine in all of us as one. And smile. Feel that radiant light in you. This is the truth that's shining in your mind. It's not a light of this world. There's a lightness of being. There's a lightness in your mind. Smile. Feel the peace and the joy this lesson will bring you when you really understand it. As you exhale, imagine extending that light outwards, the light of your non-judgment, peace that comes with it into the world, to bless and to heal all those whose peace is disturbed, who are plagued by judgments. You wish them only well. You wish that they wake up and realize that there is a light beyond judgment. That is the truth. And that they choose that consistently. So smile, just watch your breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales, in and out through the nose. Imagine you breathing in this beautiful golden or white light into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind, every fiber of your being. It's infused with this light. It's getting lighter and lighter in your awareness. Just keep watching your breath and breathing in the light, intensifying it, smiling at the top of the inhale. Feel that peace and that light encompassing you, enveloping you, and then as you exhale, you just extend that all out, extend the light outwards. Into the world we think of as the world. So it leads us into today's preliminary section, which we're doing after the lesson for a change, on what is the world. This apparently solid world that you see is out there with all these people and events occurring. What is it? So just keep watching your breath, staying nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware by watching the breath. And so the world, as you listen to these words from Jesus, our master teacher, the world is false perception. It is born of error and it has not left its source. It will remain no longer than the thought that gave it birth is cherished. And the thought of separation has been changed to one of true forgiveness. Will the world be seen in quite another light, and one which leads to truth, where all the world must disappear and all its errors vanish. Now its source is gone, and its effects are gone as well. So pause, just keep watching your breath, staying nice and still, calm, empty, open, aware, just breathing in the light, intensifying it, smiling, filling up every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind, every fiber of your being is filled with the light of truth. Your lesson talks about where all the world must disappear and all its errors vanish. And as you exhale, like you're extending that light outwards to bless and heal the world, all the people and creatures in it. So the world was made as an attack on God, says Jesus. The world was made an attack, as an attack on love is another way of saying that. It symbolizes fear. And what is fear except love's absence? Thus the world was meant to be a place where God or love could enter not, and where his Son could be apart from him, where love's extension could be somehow apart from love, which really is not possible. This is why we live in an impossible world. Here was perception born, for knowledge could not cause such insane thoughts. But eyes deceive and ears hear falsely. Now mistakes become quite possible, for certainty has gone. Just pause, keep watching your breath, breathing in and out the light, keeping your mind nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware as you do this. Letting these words sink in on a deeper level into your heart. So it's not about intellectually understanding, it's about letting them penetrate into your subconscious, feeling the truth of these words, feeling the light, the peace, the love, the joy that these words point to, because ultimately that's the only purpose of spiritual practice, is to enable an experience of peace, love, joy, light. It's not about intellectual understanding, although that can be a necessary step on the road. Now we seek to go beyond just intellectual understanding to an actual experience of the truth, beyond the illusions that the world stands for. So Jesus says the mechanisms of illusion have been born in this world instead. And now they go to find what has been given them to seek. Their aim is to fulfill the purpose which the world was made to witness and make real. They see in its illusions but a solid base where truth exists, upheld apart from lies. Yet everything that they report is but illusion, just kept apart from truth. So he's telling us very clearly what this world is. It's not the truth, it's an illusion, and our body's eyes and senses simply witness to that illusion that we want to make real. Yet everything that these senses report is but illusion, which is kept apart from truth. And yet, as sight was made to lead away from truth, it can be redirected. Sounds become the call for God, the call for love itself. And all perception can be given a new purpose by the one whom God appointed Savior to the world. Follow his light and see the world as he beholds it. Hear his voice alone in all that speaks to you. And let him give his peace and certainty, which you have thrown away. But heaven is preserved for you in him. So just smile as you sink into that peace, that light, that certainty. They are still there in your mind. There's a part of your mind that knows its source, that knows its creator, knows that it is one with that. And in that knowledge comes peace and love and joy. That state of mind is called heaven. So let us not rest content until the world has joined our changed perception. Let us not be satisfied until forgiveness has been made complete. And let us not attempt to change our function. We must save the world. For we who made it must behold it through the eyes of Christ, our higher self. What was made to die can be restored to everlasting life. And with that invitation, just sink into your mind, just going deeper and deeper with each breath. As you're breathing in the light, it's intensifying, growing stronger and brighter, and then as you exhale, you extend it outwards. Maybe you get a sense that really you're not inhaling it and exhaling it, or giving and receiving it. It's just there. The light is always there. It's base reality. It's the underlying nature of things. It's the isness, the beingness, the ground of being. So give yourself the opportunity to surrender into this light. For the next 2 minutes of silence. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to think about. Nowhere else to go. Just breathe, relax, be still, and sink into the light. Smile as you let the light reveal itself to you. A light beyond this world. For the next 2 minutes of silence. And if you find any judgments creeping in, just observe them in a very detached way. Imagine they're like dark clouds with no power to obscure the eternal sky. Just blow them away with your breath. Turn all your attention to the breath as you sigh them out. And sink into the awareness of the sky. It's an eternally serene place in your mind for another minute of silence. And so, gently on the count of 3, you're going to come back. Awareness of your body and the breath. Breathing in, notice how the stomach rises, chest rises, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Clench the sphincter muscle, notice the energy rising up the spine. Warm thread of energy flowing all the way up into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. Feel the peace comes when you empty yourself of judgments. And then you exhale, just sigh it all out. A sighing sound in the back of your throat. Air flows out of your nostrils. Energy subsides back down from the crown of your head, down front channel of your body, coming to rest. Your lower stomach and spine as you suck the chest and the stomach in, the bottom of the exhale. Pause. That's 1, 2, while your attention is down there in your nether regions, just noticing the weight of your body, pressing down into the chair, wherever you're sitting, feet touching the ground. As you breathe in again, notice maybe there's a subtle smell in your nose, a taste in your mouth. Notice what you're hearing. Surrounding environment, just tuning into the very subtle sounds of this world that this passage we just read tells us is ultimately illusory, unreal. So you notice all these sights and sounds and sense perceptions without judgment. Don't name them or label them or judge them, think about them in any way. Just allow them to be. And they arise and they subside. You can hear thunder in the background. Just allow that noise to be. It arises and then it fades away, and you start to pay more attention to as the background to all noise, all sense perception, that underlying reality, the ground of being, which is where peace is to be found. This is what non-judgment reveals to you. So just by doing these little practices of non-judgment at the end of these meditations, you're starting to train your mind to see differently, to perceive differently, and enabling yourself to carry that into your daily life. And so 3, open your eyes, just look around, being around the room, noticing the various objects surrounding you, just letting your eyes randomly rest on whatever objects they happen to see. Focus on something for 2 or 3 seconds and move on to something else. Something else can be anything. Just don't select anything or avoid anything. Just allow everything to be as it is. There's no judgment, so you're not naming it, judging it, labeling it, interpreting it. It's our mind's interpretations that are the problem. So just don't allow those interpretations to come in and disturb your peace. That's the art of non-judgment. As soon as you notice them, you just let them go. And just fade away and be replaced by peace. It's the art of letting go. Letting go of judgments and all of your pain and suffering that they cause you. So I hope this meditation has helped you to do that and set you up for a very flowing and peaceful evening and rest of your weekend. Do join us tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. I believe, because the clocks are going back in the UK tomorrow morning. So 12 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. South African time, in the Zoom room for another meditation, and we'll be having a discussion session on this topic, non-judgment, and how do you make non-judgment just a daily, regular part of your experience. So join me then in the Zoom room. If you're not part of the community, just subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel, if you're watching on YouTube, and you can join, live stream it, or find out more about this and how you can be part of the community. Go to theaolg.com, theaolg.com, and there's more detail there. You can register for a free masterclass in which you'll learn a lot, and I'll explain how this whole program works. So I hope to see you then, and wishing you much peace and love in the meantime. Namaste, which means the divine peace and joy and love in me honors and acknowledges that same love and peace and joy in you.